The Diary of a Certified Psychopath. Off the crank. Walking on thin wires. Making my idle self scarce and somewhat mobile amidst a flurry of domestic distractions, principally so as not to become an involuntary third wheel during our redoubtable electrician's critical assignment to locate 2 TV points from the east to northeast wall of a lounge recently deprived of its ill-fitting pool table. Left to my own limited devices, and with scant experience of masonry drills that require 5 times more power to hammer through cavity walls than I generated throughout this tolerably toilsome troll, I would probably have accomplished this feat using an unsightly coax extension cable externally routed around the lounge's skirting board, then concealed it behind the media storage cabinet used to house Virgin's discreet V6 TV box alongside a tapering collection of DVDs and Blu-rays. Once shiny round relics bearing uniquely aesthetic artwork on their topsides and jewel cases, but now rendered physically obsolete by cyberspace's ever-broadening variety of VOD services, each deviously charging their loyal subscribers a modest monthly fee to binge-stream the same cherished library of movies they sold at last week's local car boot sale to those few tech-savvy hoarders that hadn't donated little Leslie's ancient PS3 to their thrift shop, knowing they'd need at least one device in the house that was capable of reading offline content to avoid hiring or buying Terminator 2 Judgment Day for the 12th time. Dragging the progress bar back on topic, and somewhat later that day, I was forced to kill further idle minutes whilst waiting for a certain leading domestic appliance e-tailer to deliver upon their promised time slot. This challenge can prove every bit as tricky as working out which fitness-tracking fridge freezers, calorie-conscious range cookers, and washer dryers so sensitive to the material wellness of mixed laundry loads that they refuse to revolve silk shirts and spandex shorts together at cadences of over 45 RPM are still not smart enough to require energy from a specific supplier. There then lies the further task of determining those that provide integrated control over key functions via such practical facilities known as dials, buttons and switches, as opposed to yet another cumbersome Wi-Fi based app that the product's manufacturer might well cease updating long before their extended 3-year on-site warranty expires, thus rendering the half-decade premium cover protection plan you were hard-sold by a third-party insurance company on the date of purchase even more redundant than your now prematurely obsolete Potterton EcoForce combi boiler, whose remotely regulated thermostat is now permanently stuck at what feels like single-digit degrees. Lastly, there is the conflicting conundrum of completing a customer satisfaction survey 1 day before the item you ordered is scheduled to arrive.